Chapter 3 Suspicious Suspects. As soon as Ned walked off, Bess turned to Nancy and asked, "What do we do next?" I didn't want to admit it to Ned, but it kind of seemed like we're at a dead end. We have only one clue, no witness, and no suspects. Nancy looked around, and a bit of her bottom lip. We promised Ned we'd solved the mystery, so I guess we should get busy searching for more clues. Yeah, but where should we look? Beth said with a shrug. We already covered the baseball arcade. I have an idea about where to start, said George suddenly. Check out Deirdre, Susie, and Natalie. They pointed at the girls who were standing nearby under a tree. The bad singing crow was sitting high on a branch above them. Deirdre, Susie, and Natalie were counting their tickets. Those girls have a lot of tickets when they first got to the fall festival, George remarked. It looks like they have even more now. When they were on the roller coaster, we saw them over by the baseball booth, Bess said. If they were spending their tickets, they'd have a smaller stack, not a bigger one. She clicked her tongue. Unless maybe they took Ned's tickets. Nancy opened her purple notebook and began to write down Deirdre, Susie, Natalie as possible suspects. Hang on a second. She put away her pencil and closed the notebook with a snap. We can't accuse those girls of stealing Ned's tickets without any real proof. I think we'd better go talk to them. That's a good plan. Bess hugged her new stuffed bear in her chest. If they didn't take Ned's tickets, maybe they saw or heard something that would help us. Come on, George said, leading the way across the grass. Nancy, Bess, and George had taken only a few steps when Ned came rushing up. Did you find my tickets? He cried excitedly. Did you? Did you finish your soda already? Nancy asked, imitating the way he was speaking. Ned laughed. Yeah, he admitted, I drank the whole thing in one gulp. Well, George said, taking her time and speaking very slowly, we have a plan, but we haven't solved the mystery yet. There's only one more hour of the festival, Ned sighed. I really want to win a stuffed bear. Time's running out. I gotta get my tickets back. We're working on it, Bess smiled, and she reached into her purse. She pulled out one ticket and handed it to Ned. You can have one of my tickets. Go get an ice cream, okay? We'll come find you soon. You guys are nice to keep giving me tickets, said Ned. I'll pay you back as soon as I have my own tickets again. He thanked Bess and hurried away. Do you think we can solve this mystery in less than an hour? George asked Nancy. Sure, stated Nancy confidently. She headed out towards the tree where Deirdre had been hanging with her friends. She said before they got there. I think we can solve the mystery, but we have a little problem. What's wrong? Asked George. But she didn't need Nancy to tell her what was up. Deirdre, Susie, and Natalie were gone. During the few minutes Nancy and her friends had been talking to Ned, the other girls had disappeared back into the crowded festival. Bess scanned the crowd with her eyes squinted. There, she cheered after she'd taken a good hard look around the fair. I see Deirdre over there, apple bobbing. And I spy Susie at the chili cook-off, George added. Nancy searched all around for Natalie, but didn't find her. They split up, she remarked. Let's go talk to Deirdre first. We have another problem, Bess told the other girls. I don't think we should rush off to interview Deirdre right yet. Why not? George and Nancy said at the same time. Well, Bess went on, cheerily trying to hide a smile. You know how easily distracted Nancy can be? You might trip and fall on our way. She pointed down at Nancy's untied shoelace. Nancy giggled. Thanks, Bess. I'm glad you are here to protect me, she said, bending down to tie her shoe. She stayed bent over for a full minute before George suggested, we should get going before Deirdre disappears into the crowd again. Nancy didn't stand up or even answer. She stayed hunched over the shoe tying position, staring at something by the tree trunk. Earth, Nancy, Bess called. Are you stuck down there? Oh, Nancy said, standing up suddenly. I zoned out again. Sorry, this time I was tying my shoe when something under the tree caught my eye. I was trying to figure out what it was. She moved closer to the tree trunk. Under the tree, Nancy reached down and picked up a small piece of yellow paper. The yellow color stood out of the festival lights. She told her friends, I knew it wasn't a leaf, but I couldn't guess what it might be. It looks like a ripped and dirty piece of trash to me, said George. We should throw it out and help keep the school clean. No, it's a torn on oh my gosh! It's a torn in half ticket. Definitely trash. George looked over Nancy's shoulder. Every ticket taker at the festival is ripping tickets in half. This is probably fell out of someone's garbage bag. Nancy was holding up the little piece of paper, examining it. Hang on a second, that's not trash, Bess exclaimed. She was standing in front of Nancy, while the others was looking at one side of the ticket. Bess could clearly see the other side. There was writing on the back of that ticket. I see an N on it. Bess was so excited she was shouting, Nancy, we just found our second clue. Nancy flipped the ticket over in her hand. Bess was right. The ticket was definitely a clue. There was a capital N written in black ink on the back of the torn ticket. Ned had said he had written NN on the back of his tickets. There was no doubt about it. This was one of Ned's missing tickets. Nancy pulled out her notebook and wrote, torn ticket under the words, red paint and scratch mark. And now they had 2 clues because they found Ned's ticket right where Deirdre, Susie, and Natalie had been standing. Deirdre, Susie, and Natalie were officially suspects in the mystery of Ned's missing festival tickets. And Chapter 4 will be Apple Attack.